people say we need a theme song. So I wrote a fucking theme song. And if you like this fucking theme song, then you'll like the Rushmore podcast. Rushmore podcast. Rushmore podcast. Rushmore podcast. Fuck you.
There we go.
Sing with me how
Is this Kanye? No. Well, Zane, if you ever do find a good bitch, hold on loosely, but don't let go, because if you cling too tightly, you might lose control.
That is Chance the Rapper featuring my cousin Nicole in all lowercase letters. How great is our God?
All right. Well, speaking of bitches, shouts out to young Alexander, who lost a good bitch today.
Who's that?
There's a guy, you don't know him.
He lost a dog?
He lost a good bitch.
A dog?
Oh, no, woman.
A human? He lost? She broke up with him or she died?
She broke up with him.
Okay. Who cares?
Well, listen, man,
right.
you say that, but he was...
How young is Alexander?
You know what? We're not going to get into it.
Okay.
But...
Tell me about it without telling me about it then.
He was sharing things with us.
Nope, we're good.
Okay, he was sharing things with us, a group of people, about how awesome his bitch was.
When?
And we were all congratulating him and saying how awesome it was. And then out of nowhere, she's gone. So
I don't understand.
He had a bitch. So he had a freaky bitch.
Who did?
Young Alexander.
From where?
I don't know.
Okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean from where? No.
From here?
This is a guy.
He told you this in person?
It's a guy. It's an internet friend. I don't know. I don't know how to say.
Oh, no such thing.
But yeah. You know, it just shouts out.
Come back. You're better off without her.
True.
She does that to you?
True.
You're better off without her. Listen to Rushmore podcast in the shower.
Condolences for sure.
No.
I know you're going through a hard time.
No, you'll be okay.
Yeah, you'll
over
definitely
Chicken parmesan and get over it.
eat a woman's butt and
No, chicken parmesan. Nope.
chicken parm.
Ooh, like is it the same flavor?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd eat that.
It is chicken parm.
Okay, yeah.
And there's
You know that's gross.
well,
That's not shit.
That's what idiots would say.
Yeah, it's not shit. It's
Yeah.
chicken parm.
If you find a bitch, I'll say it right now. Hey, listen, right now, I'll say it right now. If I find a bitch that shits chicken parm,
Yeah.
and he's in trouble,
Okay.
I might get
If
some
you had a-
lawyers involved.
You know what? Hey,
You know?
now that we think about this, well, how often?
What if
Okay.
she shits chicken parm and pisses?
You get her fiber for her birthday?
Well, what would be a good thing to urinate out of?
I don't know, like a light Moscato to eat with your Italian
Okay,
food.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, something nice.
Like
to compliment
a
the dish.
Chardonnay. you
Yeah.
know?
All right. Yeah.
Okay, those are the two wines that I know. So we need to stop talking about wine right now.
Merlot.
Yeah, we need to stop talking about wine right now. I'm out of wines.
Brian Callis taught us how to talk about wine on here, but I don't remember it.
Hey man, when you're drunk for every
I think
episode,
it's earthy or something like that.
it all just turns into a blur.
Oh, is this a Spain or a California? You say shit like that. Yeah, man. I got caught up bowling for money, so I was late.
That's what you were doing?
Yeah. I was not bowling
Okay.
for soup. I was bowling for cash.
And when
I
Thomas
lost.
means bowling, he means playing a video game at a bar.
Oh, wait. I don't understand. What's the difference? One, you can drink at and talk shit and walk away to the bar after every roll. And the other one, you have to have stupid fucking shoes and sit at the front of the building away from the bar. Yours is lame.
Yeah. Mine.
Yeah.
I didn't pick a side.
Well, you're a big strike guy.
What?
You like spares and shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zane, that's what I'm known for?
Yeah, they
around
call
here?
you the tire because all the fucking spares.
Jesus Christ.
Pepper the tire goins.
Now, admittedly, I do own 2 bowling balls. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and front like I'm
You
not a
own
bowling
bowling balls?
ball owner. Yes.
Do they have designs?
No.
We should get a Rushmore podcast bowling
That would
ball.
actually be sick.
Market it.
Yes.
What could we sell that for? Depends on what we make it out of.
Bowling balls are wildly like different price. You know.
Yeah, well, I was saying like if we make it out of like paper mache or something, we could probably sell it
that's bad.
for cheaper.
But as a bowling ball consumer, I can tell you that the market is interesting.
Is it
No.
saturated?
What would you think? Now, I don't know this for sure. But
I
I'm
think
just
if you're
saying.
going like a plain black 12-pound ball,
Yes.
like on Amazon, we're talking $34.99.
I think it's actually cheaper than that.
Cheaper.
Now, what do you think the top end is?
If we're talking like a real 16-ounce ball, like a man would use, and it's like a really good
Weight
brand.
doesn't matter. Weight doesn't matter.
Weight does
it's
matter.
Quality.
No,
I'm
weight
saying,
matters because you're either buying for a
Price.
child or you're buying for a
Okay,
professional.
I'm saying price-wise, weight doesn't matter.
But I'm saying heavier would be more expensive. It has to be because that's what
No.
the professionals would use.
It's not. I
Okay,
understand
that
what
makes no
you're
sense.
saying. I understand
Yeah.
you're making a stupid joke.
No, that's not a joke. I'm saying that heavier balls are used more often than professionals, so they would cost more because you would buy the lighter balls for kids, so you
But
wouldn't
what do
spend
you
as much
think
money.
like the top of the line bowling ball is?
$129 plus tax.
Yeah, dude, you're not that far off.
Yeah.
Like I know
I
that's
feel
a
like I know
joke
the-
answer.
I know the
and
bowling market.
Most people would be like $5,000.
Chris Hardwick's dad, Billy Hardwick. Are you familiar?
I heard of him.
Not only is he one of the greatest bowlers of all time, he was the first. Hey, little fucking fun fact for you about Billy Hardwick,
Here we
professional bowler from the 60s that raised Chris Hardwick. This guy,
the alleged accused
sexual
rape,
abuser. He didn't
whatever.
rape anybody.
Yeah.
He apparently beat his girlfriend, but also
He was
did-
mean through text, which is the worst thing ever.
After a breakup,
Yeah.
he was mean through text. Anyways,
Disgusting.
I don't even know if his podcast is still alive. Speaking of dead podcasts,
Oh.
but I haven't listened in a long time. Nerdist is definitely dead, but he has that ID 10T thing. Anyways, his dad, Billy Hardwick, was a professional bowler in the 60s, number one bowler in the country.
Yeah.
Also, the first. You ready for this fact? No, keep your microphone because I need
Okay,
you to learn
I'm-
this. Billy Hardwick is the first athlete. This is a bowler. Is that an athlete? Let's be honest.
Jury's out.
First professional athlete
Billy.
in the United States of America. Are you ready?
Okay.
To be sponsored by Miller Lite.
That's pretty sick.
First in the country of any sport to be sponsored by Miller Lite was bowler Billy
I'll also
Hardwick.
say, if he's number one in America, he's number one in the world, and that's just what it is.
Well, yeah.
We-
well, I don't know.
we
'cause you
rule
got
bowling.
Daria.
Okay, I'm not saying now.
Is she American?
Oh, fuck no. I'm
Where
not
is she
saying
from?
now. I'm saying back then.
Okay.
In the
60s.
60s, we ruled bowling.
Yeah.
It's not even debatable.
We were the balls and pins of the world.
Well, right now, you got Daria, who is obviously the best.
Yeah,
and
let's
then
drive
you
my
got,
car, yeah.
you got that fucking, the handsome guy from Australia that uses two hands.
Jim Jeffries? The guy that played Kano in the new Mortal Kombat.
No. Well,
He's Australian.
somebody knows his name.
I don't
Zane
know.
just walked into the room in his underwear as if it wouldn't be distracting. That is infuriating.
Yeah.
As if we wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
So hey, I want
You're
everybody.
gonna bring 6.2 inches of damage into the room.
I
and
want
don't expect us
everybody to
look?
know that Zane wants everybody to know that he's handsome in his underwear.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. He's got a couple 1-2 delts on him. Very Phil Cron of that guy. Did you just pull out a pack of butter from the fridge?
No, I got a beer, dude.
Oh
You want a beer?
no,
Okay.
I'm not some kind of
Oh,
beer.
here
beer
comes an
drinker.
insult, guys.
Beer drinker. Whiskey's in the freezer. No, it's not. Pepper took it last week.
Thomas, guess
That's
what?
a guy that doesn't open his freezer.
Thomas, guess what? There's
What?
backup whiskey in the freezer.
Backup whiskey?
Yeah, you were
What
wrong.
kind?
Jack, I think.
What do we have to mix it with? Pringles?
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever you want.
I don't
You got
know.
water in front
Are
of you.
we going to acknowledge the fact that we did drugs before this episode?
You can while I get you a whiskey.
I don't want a whiskey.
You really don't?
I mean, not unless you got something cool to mix it with.
I got Cholula.
Yeah, because I don't do sodas or anything, and whiskey doesn't really mix with juice.
Jews? Dude, come
Who's
on,
talking?
man.
Who is this?
It is.
Who's Zane talking to? No, it hasn't been in like 2
my
years. Tell them to grow up and get a job.
Okay. I don't even know. I don't even remember what we were talking about
Whiskey.
because that question was so retarded.
Somebody asked if they could play Madden at the bar. Yeah, Tone Capone.
Do you like how mean I get on the podcast?
As soon as you start recording, you're like, oh, I'm no longer nice. I've been hanging out for an hour with Zane up here, being a sweetheart, but as soon as we start recording, you're like, I'm going to be an asshole.
I'm just kidding.
What mixes with a fucking whiskey? Do we have anything else here? Do we have some kind of juice, a vodka?
Oh, that's what I was making.
I'm looking
fun
at
of, is
juice
you
right
saying
now.
Juice, and I was going to say
Juice.
with the Palestinian conflict, that's very insensitive for you to say.
How about Max Verstappen?
What about him?
How's he doing?
He's great.
What's he drive? What kind of car?
What do you? Okay. Red Bull.
He drives a Red Bull car? That's a brand? A vehicle? No,
is.
you fucking idiot. That's his advertiser.
No.
That's who he's sponsored by.
You don't know
what
anything.
Does he drive?
It is a car built by Team Red Bull.
Okay, Team Red Bull. What kind of car is
God.
it?
It is an F1 car, a Formula One car.
Does he drive a BMW, a Mercedes?
Are you talking about on his off time?
No, in the vehicle.
Okay,
F1.
Thomas, I understand this is hard for you to grasp, but it is a Red Bull car.
But I thought they had brands.
No.
Yes, they definitely
They have
do.
a couple.
It's like Ferrari races, Mercedes
They
races.
have a couple. So they have those. Then they also have Alpine, which is not a car brand.
What is that? That's a speaker.
All these are just racing teams. They build purpose-built cars for F1.
But they're not a type of car.
Not all of them. McLaren, Mercedes,
McLaren has really
Ferrari.
picked it up in the last several years.
Yeah.
It used to only be
Now.
Ferrari and Mercedes dominated, and the McLarens really closed the gap.
They're good. Yeah, they're good. No.
I learned that from Andrew Santino this week.
Yeah, Red Bull has always been up there in the era that he's talking about.
But Red Bull that's the type of car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Believe it or not, yeah.
So the Red Bull team does not drive like a Mercedes.
No.
Or a Volkswagen.
Now, they do have Honda-powered engines, but that ends next
so like
year.
a Honda CRV.
Yeah, but it's not... The whole car is not a Honda.
It's a mix. It's a mutt.
So there's
a Red Bull mutt.
only a couple engine manufacturers out there.
Sure,
There's
7 or
Mercedes, Honda, and then I think there's another one.
Toyota.
But Honda is no longer making F1 engines.
Okay.
So Red Bull will be making their own engines come like next year.
They're not going to win.
You don't think that?
So who does Max race for? Red Bull?
Yes.
And he's very good.
23 years old too.
Very good driver.
Very good.
But he's not Lewis Hamilton.
But
the worry, the concern on Lewis's side is Max might be the next guy. He might be the guy that's coming to take his fucking gunning for his spot.
It's not even that, dude. They are equals.
No.
They are.
Well, doesn't Lewis have like 150 more wins than him?
Okay, Lewis.
And he's only 29.
Yeah, but Lewis has been racing since like 2004 or some shit. He's
That's
been
impossible.
racing forever.
Yeah,
I don't remember what
That's
it was.
17 years ago. He would have been 11. You don't
Okay,
even have a
I
license
think his
yet.
rookie season was 2008.
Okay.
Like, no bullshit. I think his rookie season was 2008.
All right. So he might have been 17, if that's the case. I don't think he's older than 30.
I don't think anybody cares about this, to be honest.
That's you. This is your thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to pill.
I know.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
it's
teeing
my
you
thing.
up for F1, you fucking idiot. I don't give a shit about it either. I'm with them. I'm trying to help you have something to talk about.
Okay. I mean, I don't think I ever struggle with things to talk about.
No?
His age, Lewis Hamilton's age, 36 years old.
Okay, way older than I thought.
Yeah.
How old is Max Verstappen?
He's 23.
23. And you know that. You're saying that with a lot of confidence.
Uh-huh.
Have you looked it up?
Lewis Hamilton's rookie year was 2007.
Okay. So you were wrong on both accounts, and I was wrong on his age.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. And what does he
Not a-
drive for? Mercedes?
Yes.
What a faggot. Who drives for Ferrari?
He is 23 years old. Max
Ferrari guys?
Max Verstappen.
Okay, who's
No,
the
no.
Ferrari driver?
So you got Charles Leclerc.
There's
and
more than one Ferrari driver?
There's two.
That's cheating.
Two drivers on each team.
Oh, cheating.
So Lewis Hamilton has Valtteri Bottas.
Has he ever
on his team.
wrecked?
Valtteri?
Lewis.
Oh yeah, everybody wrecks.
Has he ever died from it?
I would. I can't.
Is there more wrecks in F1 than NASCAR?
No.
But
NASCAR
F1
has-
wrecks are way worse.
Yeah, because they're going way faster and there's
NASCAR's a
less
bunch of pussy.
protection.
NASCAR are driving like Camrys and shit.
Oh, okay.
Right? I'm asking.
Well, yes.
That wasn't a statement. I'm asking.
Kind
You're
of
saying
is.
that NASCAR is a bunch of pussies and they drive
not.
like Corollas, and then F1 drives Red Bulls.
Yeah.
So F1 is what's the tougher sport to compete in?
F1.
And they're different sports, right?
NASCAR.
We can't say they're the
yes.
same sport, different races. They're different sports.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
like
you could say
football
that.
and rugby.
A NASCAR driver will tell you that it is much tougher to drive an F1 car.
Okay.
It takes much more skill, much more precision, much more everything you need to do to drive to race an F1 car.
I feel like everybody that drives F1 sounds like Alistair Overeem.
Max Verstappen definitely does because they're like neighbors, basically.
Is he from Amsterdam?
Yes.
Really?
Wow.
Shot in the dark, and Thomas was right. Who sings that? Bon Jovi or Def Leppard?
You got any
Same band.
You got any more fucking questions, Thomas?
Yeah. No, I don't
You
have
asked
any
about Ferrari.
any more brain busters. About F1. Who's your favorite racer?
I don't really have one.
Have you thought about talking to? How do you not have one?
I used to.
Have you thought about talking to Bill Burr about this?
No, I used to be a Perez guy, but now he kind of sucks. Now
Perez Hilton.
Now that he's with Red Bull.
You don't like Red Bull, so you don't like Max Verstappen.
No, I like him. He's fun.
So what's the problem with Red Bull?
No, there's no problem.
So why
But
don't you like the dude?
So Perez was with Racing Point last year, who is now Alpine.
Okay, Alpine.
Or no, Racing Point is now
Alpine? You said Alpine a while ago.
Austin Martin. Sorry.
Okay, Austin Martin. They had a race in Austin last week, didn't they?
Yeah. Circuit of the Americas. It was
Yeah.
raining. Everybody died.
I'm moving to Austin this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Great way to tie in.
Yeah, it's a segue. Yeah, I heard because I told you met my cousin Robert last night, and
Yeah.
he's a
Hey,
great
so it
dude.
turns out Robert watched F1 like 5 years ago and
Yeah.
doesn't have any idea what's going on now. I told him all about it.
Yeah, so he was like, because that's what I said. He goes, "You're moving. What part of Texas you moving to?" I was like, "Austin." He's like, "Oh, that's where they have like F1 races." That was his first thing he said. I was like, "Yeah."
So that's the only.
That's what he said. He's like, "That's, where
That's
they have
your
F1."
only indication that he watched F1.
Yeah, well, no, and then I
Okay.
said, Pepper's a big fan of F1. He goes, "Really? Which one's Pepper?" I was like, "I do the podcast with right there. He's singing Careless Whisper or whatever he's singing on stage," and he was like, "All right." And then whenever I told you, you're like, "Let me go find him," because you asked me if that was my brother.
Yeah.
It's not. It's my cousin.
Okay.
But
Well,
he's
we had a great conversation.
yeah, he's a great dude. He's the reason I started playing guitar and the reason I like Metallica so much as a 3-year-old.
Okay, so everybody listening, Thomas had a. Well, no, that makes it sound like you made this happen.
Yeah, no.
We had a going away party for Thomas last night.
Zane threw a going away party.
Yeah.
Is what it
I
seems.
brought a cake.
And he brought a cake.
Okay. I showed up.
Yeah, you were there.
I rode with Annie.
Yeah.
There.
She left
Yeah.
quickly.
That's true.
She was there for a little bit.
Okay.
But sick kid or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then you stayed.
Yeah. We had fun.
It was a good time.
I talked to Robert.
Yeah, you
Told
talked to
him
Robert.
what was happening.
I
with
had
F1.
cousins there I hadn't seen since I was like a teenager.
Your beautiful mom was there.
She was
Having
there
a great time.
dancing on stage, singing. We sang some songs together. She almost put me in a rear naked choke the entire time, every time.
Yeah.
I was like, "Why are you choking me?" She's like, "I'm hiding behind you. I don't want them to see me." I'm like, "Well, we're on a stage. They see you. You're just choking."
She's
me."
adorable.
Yeah, she's great. She's good people. And then I asked if you missed your mom. My wife hit me really hard. You remember that?
No.
You were staring at me, and I was like, "What's wrong with you? You got this dead look in your
Oh,
eye."
yeah.
And you kept looking over at my mom.
You
and
were
I was
on
like,
stage.
No. This is whenever I came back to the
okay.
table.
I don't remember
And
that.
you kept glancing over at my mom, and I was like, "What is wrong with you? Why do you look like that?" And you kept glancing at her, and I said, what do you want to say?" And then you just kept looking at her. I was like, "Do you miss your mom?" And then you were like, "No." You started laughing, no. And then my wife hit me really hard. She's like, "That was me." And I was like, "He gets it."
I don't remember why I was doing that.
don't either.
I have a problem now where I black out really early.
I can see, I know when you black out too.
Yeah.
You get this look in your eyes. I told Jamie last night because he was giving you a ride home.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, we're going to leave pretty soon. I'm giving Pepper a ride home." I was like, "Well, just so heads up, Pepper's got the look in his eyes.
Is it?
He's past the point of no return.
Is it? I feel like it's a mischievous look.
It's a dead look. Yeah, it's kind of almost a grin, and it's a stare
Yeah.
to where you're just like, I feel like he's thinking that he might not be up to any good in a few minutes, but you're not harming anybody.
Oh, yeah.
And most of the time you're quiet when you do it. It's like, let me see if I can do it. It's like,
All right, Thomas taking his glasses off to look like me, not a fucking gay nerd who wears glasses. And he's making all right. I feel like I could look like that. That makes sense. And then just doesn't stop.
yeah, there's no blinking. So it's just like a stare. And I'm like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" And this is what you did whenever I said, "Why are you looking at me like that?" My mom standing next to me, you were like, just keep like fucking shift eyeing to her. And I'm like, "Do you miss your mother?" Rest in peace.
I don't remember what that was for.
Yeah, and then at the Raylan show, whenever you closed with Simple Man, and I was like, he sang this at his mom's funeral, and everybody's like, oh, and I was like, rest in peace, and everybody's like, this is getting weird, and I was like, he didn't like her that much.
No, it was very funny.
He's just like, it was very funny.
Yeah, we
met Ari Shafir. Y'all can go see our picture on Instagram, Facebook, all that shit.
I don't think you've made a an unfunny dead mom joke yet. So
see, and that's what I said.
Keep it up.
When Tara hit me, I was like, he gets it.
Yeah, no, it's very funny.
He understands. It's good timing.
Yeah, so there was a guy that every time he passed us, the only thing I could think was, God damn it, dude looks like Ari Shafir. And then I brought it up to you, and you said you felt the same thing. So we took a picture with him. He's Scottish.
Yeah. You almost fucked me out of that.
He sucks. Yeah. He's not a cool guy.
Was he not?
He's
what'd he do?
I don't know. He's just kind of fucking lame and kind of a dick.
Yeah. He
couldn't really tell what he was saying because he's Scottish, and that's
he's like, is there a fucking they're a goddamn doppelganger hanging around here? Yeah, and all I know is whenever I was leaving, the bartender yelled, "The Scots didn't tip," and I was like, that sounds more racist than it is.
Yeah. Well,
it is what it is.
I'm not gonna say that. You know, they're having
what?
Really nothing.
Jew what?
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that.
Okay. What's your favorite kind of fish?
Hard time going over there. To eat. Favorite fish to eat. I don't really fucking like fish.
You don't eat fish?
Yeah.
You just don't catch them?
I make them like.
You don't kill them though. You just stand on Facebook Live and catch one every 7 days.
The favorite fish that I've ever had is probably swordfish.
Okay. I've never ate a swordfish. Seems cruel.
So, it's like steak. Have you ever had tuna steak?
Huh?
You ever had tuna steak?
Who?
Tuna steak.
Tuna who?
Tuna steak.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never had it cooked like all the way, but I've had like seared tuna steak.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's similar to that, but a little bit more steak-like, if you can imagine that.
Okay.
Like more firm, more meaty. It's very good though. Shouts out to Swordfish. What are we doing?
My boss was texting me.
You don't have a boss.
I do now. Officially a new one.
Oh. Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I feel
you just said I don't ever run out of shit to talk about.
Well, true.
Whenever I brought up F1.
Yeah, I feel like you're reaching for
What's
shit.
your hat?
I don't know why. You're just asking me questions.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you to fucking holler at me.
I mean, we're fucking talking. We're fine. We're doing a podcast. We've been doing this for 3 fucking years. I think we know how to do it.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Half of them wasn't me.
What do you mean?
It was just a guy.
Can't
it was
wait
a
for this
fill-in.
fun bit.
Well, it was like a clone. It's not a bit. Jesus Christ. Glad there was a wall there. I leaned back real hard.
All right. Well.
You ready to get in this goddamn topic? No, it's way too early. Let's talk more.
Yeah. Sean Patton, you'll hear him next week maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Did he reschedule? Did he give us a date?
Yeah, he said next Wednesday.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's a...
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, but you're not going to be here.
No, we'll have to all three be over Zoom.
We're going to do a 3-way Zoom call.
Yep.
So, hey, breaking news, guys. Next week's podcast is going to fucking suck.
But we're going to...
You know how many people I've had ask me, what are you guys going to do with the podcast now? Oh, dude, you could just do it over Zoom.
I got asked that 8 times last night from people that I know don't know what a podcast is.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna keep doing it? And then my cousin Leanne, who's cool as shit, she was like, y'all gonna keep doing the podcast, right? I listen to every episode. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. She was like, everybody does it over Zoom. She's like, COVID, nobody meets up and does it anymore. Yeah. Everyone does it over Zoom. I'm like, yeah, but you don't want to do that.
Listen, Leanne.
You got a great point. But it's not the same. Anyways, I'll be in town every few weeks.
Yeah.
We'll just bank them. Only thing is, whenever we have a guest that's a time-sensitive thing, we can't do that.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure that out.
Well, here's the thing. If you want to see what we sound like doing the podcast over Zoom, go back to like June of last year when I had COVID, and we did, I think, 2 episodes over Zoom, and go listen to those incredible episodes.
Yeah, I think we'd be better at it now.
Maybe, but
We'll
they
see.
sucked dick.
But what we need to do is figure out how we're splitting the equipment.
True.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. The computer is mine.
That is yours.
Yeah.
So is the other one that's at my house.
True.
Also yours. But I have 3 other laptops.
I'm not
I'm not worried about the computer. It's more of I'm going to have to get another mixer. I can take one.
That's really the only thing because we have 2 mics.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really just the mixer.
Yeah.
That's really it. And I'll be mixing shit from my side.
Yeah, just buy a new mixer.
Yeah, buy a new mixer, and
For
then
you.
you get another mixer. And
Actually,
then,
you know what? I don't really buy me a new mixer.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll try out the new mixer that you buy with your money, and then.
but I'm leaving Saturday.
I'll try that one out. Yeah, well, Guitar Center's 30 minutes away. It's not that far.
Yeah, you don't want to pay for convenience, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I bet there's mixers in every pawn shop in Austin.
You know what? Yeah,
Because everyone does a podcast there.
Austin. Well, it's also a bunch of failed musicians.
Yeah, that is a great point.
I can't imagine. The service industry in Austin has to be like an all-star game.
It's so good. So that was one of the main takeaways whenever we visited last month is every restaurant we went in, even if it was a chain or like a local place or whatever, or like a fucking cool food place or whatever, everywhere we went, they made you, I think they're playing so hard, they're trying so hard to be like liberal arts, kind of like I appreciate everything, and it helped that,
You're calling them gay.
Yeah, so it helped that my daughters that we went with had like purple hair whenever we went, and every place we went, it was nothing but the waiters and waitresses and hosts or whoever the fuck we ran into. Oh my God, be yourself, fucking slay it, girl, whatever they say, and it's just nothing but compliments the entire goddamn time we're there.
Annoying as shit.
Nicest people on the planet, but yes, annoying.
Austin Riley just had another goddamn home run.
Yeah, speaking of Austin,
getting ridiculous. Thanks,
that's a sign,
Austin.
But no, you're going to come out to Austin a few times, and we'll bank some there, and then we'll do some here whenever I come back to do the Empire shit.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll figure it out.
But yeah, because like musicians are generally in the service industry, and there's so many bad ones and failed ones there.
They have to work really hard for tips.
I wouldn't even say that. I would just say I would say probably all the best service industry people are in Austin already organically because they tried to go there to, I don't know, play.
You do that part time to play
grunge
fucking open mics
or something, and then it didn't work out because you're bad.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm accidentally talking shit about a person we know.
Oh, I'll say not me because I don't plan on playing any music there.
That's my bad. I'm not talking about you, dude.
Yeah. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I just realized in the middle of that I'm.
You said somebody we know. I have no clue who you're talking about. I really don't.
I don't know.
Truly, I don't know who we know that's in Austin.
But no, you're good at music, I guess. Keep doing it.
I'm not gonna play music there. Oh, you're talking about them?
Yeah.
I'm about to say I'm not playing music at all over there.
Welcome.
There'll be none of that. Waste of time. Music's lame.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's
well, I mean,
awful.
I don't know. I've quit. I've quit. I haven't. I mean, other than Saturday night, I haven't.
Like I was saying, when I ask you to play, you'll show up and play. But other than that, you don't really play on your own.
No.
Because honestly, you could probably play at the Celtic once or twice a month, and you don't pursue that and make good money doing it.
I wouldn't call that good money.
It'd make pretty good money for playing 1 or 2 nights a month.
It's good money for.
You can make a couple
showing
$100. You can make a few $100 every single month to play for fucking 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Very, very easily.
What would I do with a few $100 though? You know.
Buy 1 gallon of gas or some lumber.
Yeah. Drugs. Probably.
Yeah. 2-term Trump. Right. Anyways, y'all checking out Gillian Keeves?
We were non-ironically discussing lumber price before we started the podcast. It is crazy.
One of us was.
Oh, okay.
I don't know anything about lumber.
Yeah.
You did ask me, do you know why lumber's going up?
It is wild.
And I said Biden because I don't know.
it can't be unrelated.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, I guess it could be.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I'm pretty sure it could be. I don't think Biden's got his fucking foot in the wood game.
I don't know. You don't know that, dude.
No, I don't know that, to be fair. What do you think about aliens? I think they're fake.
You think
whoa. That's a strong statement to make. Aliens are real. I think these new ones that the Navy's admitting to, I think they're fake.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I haven't. Honestly, I've had, because people know that I like it, I've had a ton of people send me shit. And I've just been too busy over the past couple weeks to pay attention.
It's nothing new. It's all the same shit they've been saying for 15 years.
So
Only thing is now it's retired Navy people saying it. So people are like, oh, it's credible because people retired from the Navy are saying they seen shit. But and apparently in June, Marco Rubio ordered that if the Pentagon knows anything, they have to bring up the documents in court. So they're doing
Trump did that.
No. Marco Rubio did it out of Florida. They have to do it from Florida because all the sightings were in Florida. So the senator of Florida, Marco Rubio, who hates Trump and ran against Trump, is the one that did that.
Well, Trump told somebody to show their shit too.
Yeah, sure.
And they have
I'm sure
it
he
till,
did.
like, June
He probably did it on
15th or
fucking Parler. I was like, hey, show me your goddamn files.
I don't like that.
Anyways.
That's not what we stand for.
But it's
here.
happening in June. But yeah, I mean, it's the same old shit. We know there's fucking UFOs. We know there's aliens. That's not a goddamn secret. The fact that the Pentagon is admitting it does not credit, like, it doesn't make it real. It makes it make you question it more.
Yeah. The question is, what are they up to?
Well, that's the thing now is allegedly what they're going to admit in June, allegedly, is that not only do they exist, they mean us harm. That the U.S. Navy is going to admit, or the Pentagon's going to admit in June. They mean us harm. They mean us no good. But I think that's fucking...
There's a weird way to say that.
I think that's us. You know?
I don't know, man.
I don't give a shit, to be honest. Dude, if we're the civilization that gets killed by aliens, how fucking cool is that?
That's very sick.
Yeah,
that is actually
great.
sick as fuck.
How lucky are we?
Yeah, if we get to be a part of Independence Day, except for
and imagine sneaking in there, like turning sides. I'll turn on America immediately. On the record, if the aliens are like, come with us and betray your country, I'm on their goddamn side.
But it would make a lot more sense for the aliens to be against humanity rather than
a country with borders. Yeah.
Because countries don't mean anything to them.
But
They're
if they were like, turn your
aliens.
back on humans and join us, I'd do it. Would you?
No. I'd rather fight. Yeah. I'd rather fight 100%.
You'd fight?
Yeah, dude. Loyalty, dude. Ever heard of it? It's called loyalty.
You fight for humanity?
100%.
That's fucking junk. Why would you fight for humanity?
I can't
We've
see
done
you.
nothing good.
I can't see you up in a spaceship with an alien sitting at like an alien console like full of buttons and shit, and an alien's behind you and be like, okay, so this is how you do this. This is how you do it.
I'm like, Tawan, not even a country. Knock it out.
Yeah.
It's not a country.
All right. Well, now everybody knows that about you.
Vin Diesel? That's his fucking house. Let's fucking
It would
shoot
be
it with a
hilarious.
laser beam.
Can you imagine?
And then Vin Diesel looked up the spaceship. He's like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Family.
But like Independence Day, wasn't it like
or whatever?
It was a Luke Skywalker situation where it was like you have to hit the perfect place on the Death Star to get the blow up.
Yeah,
but like imagine if that didn't work and then they just killed everybody.
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't work. So I think that'd be pretty funny. All right.
I better not be on that goddamn ship. If you're driving an X-Wing my way, I'm shooting you fucking down.
Yeah. And that's what would happen.
Loot Skypepper. You're not going to make it to me.
I mean, we have Sidewinder missiles and stuff.
Sidewinder whistles. Good luck fighting aliens with a bunch of fucking whistles. We'll hear you coming.
This is the whistling podcast.
Yeah.
Shouts out Cumtown, who did that bit today.
I'm the greatest whistler of all time. We almost had a whistling competition.
We almost had that.
And I was disqualified from entering because I would have murdered you people.
It's not true.
It
But
is so true. Oh, we had a new sponsor.
Is it
Amazon
whistling
Music.
related? Oh, okay.
We have a new sponsor for the Rushmore, for the podcast, for this.
Oh, well, why don't you talk about
Go to it's very simple. Go to getamazonmusic.com/Rushmore podcast. Getamazonmusic.com/Rushmore podcast. You get a 1 month free trial and we get $3.
Okay, here's the deal. I genuinely have not talked to you about this at all.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is Amazon Music? What do you
It's a music platform. It's like Spotify.
Okay.
You just go on there and search for songs.
All right. They have like everything, I guess.
Yeah, it's just a whole library of whatever the fuck you want to look up. It's like iTunes, except it's Amazon. And then you have some bands that you probably don't listen to or artists that exclusively like will do pre-orders or pre-releases on Amazon Music, so you might get shit early. But yeah, it's just like a streaming platform for music.
I guess I'll check it out.
I mean, or not. They're not going to listen to this.
I am going
But
to.
if you want to go get a free month for it, fucking do that. And
what's the monthly sub on it, bruh?
What do you mean?
Because I think I pay like $5 a month for Apple.
I think it's like $9.99, same as Spotify.
Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive.
You get a free month.
We'll figure it out.
But yeah, we're
Free
not sponsored by
month?
Apple.
Yeah, no, fuck them.
By the way, apples hard to chew.
I disagree. Fuji apples are incredible. Galas all day.
Yeah, but let's slice
a
them.
red delicious.
Let's slice
Get
them, bro.
Out of my.
You're biting
face.
straight into it like a horse.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you got good
Gala?
teeth.
I have genetically good teeth.
Do you?
Yes.
And you don't even brush them.
I mean,
Well, you do sometimes, but
Rarely.
you went through a phase where you didn't at all.
yeah, for a bit.
Yeah. Like for like 2 years.
Yeah.
It's a real commitment. Who are you telling the joke to?
Tom Segura.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
You
We
don't
didn't even
remember
podcast then.
Yeah, you're right.
That was before I
I was just
knew
writing
you.
him emails.
All right. Did it work? Like, did he respond?
Yeah, he talked about it on the show.
Did he?
Yeah. He
Cool.
called me disgusting. That
That's
was
gross.
hilarious. I didn't brush my teeth.
That's really gross.
Yeah.
Did you get like any tooth pain?
No,
Abscesses or anything?
never.
Just strong genetics?
Genetically good teeth.
Okay. You want to
what
get into
you
this
get with
goddamn
that.
topic?
Yeah, let's get into this goddamn topic. By the way, welcome to the Rushmore Podcast. My name is Piper.
When it's time.
It's a podcast where we take our Mount Rushmore of any given. Who cares? It's dead. All right, this weekend, this episode, we're doing dead podcasts. Podcasts that no longer exist anymore. My number 4 in my Rushmore of dead podcasts is The Fighter and the Kid.
But that's still alive.
Dead.
Okay.
It died years ago.
Okay.
Died with a whimper rather than with a boom or whatever the thing is.
Let me say that I was thinking about my picks for today for Dead Podcast.
Yeah.
And I thought about Fighter and the Kid. And I thought about a couple others too that I'm like, they're dead to me, but they're not dead. They're still technically going. And I was like, oh, that seems fucking stupid because there's so many dead podcasts out there that were really good that are actually not happening anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that would be a waste of a pick. So I appreciate that you did that because it did cross my mind to do that. Because Brian and Brendan talk about, let's say like 2015, maybe even 16, around then. That was a good fucking show. It was funny.
It was a good fucking show.
Yeah.
When they
'cause
first started, I mean, they had a good...
Brendan understood that he was second fiddle. He had good chemistry with Brian. It wasn't talking about being super fucking
I
successful.
would say
every
a
minute.
year to 2 years was really good.
It was a really good show. Evan the Beard was the producer.
Oh.
Yeah,
They had the Asian bitch, I think.
maybe.
Maybe that was a different show. Who knows?
They have an Asian bitch now, so yeah. But I know they had Evan the Beard and a few other people. But yeah, it was a good show. Their chemistry was really good. But Brendan became a caricature of himself.
yeah.
Which sucked. And
He
then
became a monster.
Then he wouldn't let Brian talk.
Yeah.
And then I will say this: we give Brendan a lot of hate, and I don't think he's very funny.
Who's we? I don't think we've ever...
Oh yeah.
No, you go ahead. You go
Okay.
ahead. 'Cause I think you're about to say something.
You absolutely hate him, but regardless,
Not publicly.
the podcast community, the comedy podcast community,
There we go.
hates him so goddamn much, and he is a punchline to it.
Yep.
I will say, from actually knowing some of these comedians that know him, and talking to whoever that have actually had one-on-one interactions with it, because we don't fucking know the guy.
Yeah.
We just know that he's not funny. We don't know the guy, but every single person we've ever heard mention him that actually knows him personally talks about how fucking great he is as a human being.
Yeah.
How fucking great he is to everybody. So I don't think he's a bad guy. I think that recording into a microphone as much as he does, because he got very
Big, quick.
very quick in comedy and podcasting. Then he had like 8 fucking shows at one point.
Yep.
It's
Spread too thin.
You repeat yourself. You
Pat-
become a
Pat McAfee,
catchphrase fucking
except not
character.
good.
Yeah. All kinds of shit. I do think that from what I know of the people that know him, he seems like a good guy.
Oh, Zane. Zane just walked in. Thomas is talking way too much about Brendan Schaub.
Yeah, I think he's a good dude. It feels bad to like shit on him because he's not funny or good on
He's a good
podcasts,
dude.
which is all true.
Yeah.
But it sounds like he's a good dude.
I don't think anybody's... Well, no,
Oh no, people
definitely
do.
are just-
Yeah. No, he might be the most buried quote unquote comedian on the internet.
But no, I've never...
Yeah, it seems like he's a good guy.
I've never said a bad thing about
Yeah.
him on this podcast.
I think you might
Probably.
have. Probably. But it doesn't matter.
It's fine.
Yeah. But I agree. Fighter and the Kid 6 years ago was a very good show for a while. It had its run. And him and Brian were very good. They lost their chemistry somewhere. Brian stopped being able to talk as much. Brendan started doing too many fucking shows. Then Brian leaves. He gets canceled. Brendan just buries him, forgets about him. Now Brian's back as of last week.
Oh, sick. Well, shouts out.
Which is, yeah. So,
Now I know why you're defending it so hard.
because we're buddies with Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird too because Brian texts me and he's like, "We'll see if I'm back on Fighter and the Kid" with a winky face, and then he's been on like 8 episodes since. So I'm like, "We'll see" means yes, I'm back on it. Fucking listen, and I'm not gonna do that. And I love you, Brian. I'm not listening to that show.
Yeah.
I have unsubscribed,
It's unfortunate.
but it does pop up by YouTube.
What's your number
feed.
4?
Mine. My number 4. You're asking for. So, anyways, Fighter and the Kid is still going. It's still alive. Fighter and the Tit is still alive. It's still going. But it is not dead. But I get your point. My number 4 is Coyote. It's fucking History Hyenas.
Shit.
My number 4 is History Hyenas. Chris DiStefano. The body's not even goddamn cold yet. Giannis Pappas.
Yeah.
The podcast just ended. Great show. Got into it way too late because apparently it'd been going on for years, and I was not aware. And I've liked both those guys, and I've been aware of both of those guys vaguely for a long time, but I didn't get into it until way late. It's so fucking good. It's one of the most bingeable podcasts I've listened to.
Yeah. And once you get into the catchphrases and like the inside jokes and stuff, it is very very hard not to do that in real life.
And it sucks because it's like once I got it, and then I'm like, yeah, I want more of this, and then they're like, oh yeah, we're done, we're ending. Like you're late to the show, and it's over, and it is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, Chrissy D's nuts and Yanni Long Days. You know.
Yeah,
they
Chrissy Bitcoins
have moved on to possibly greener pastures. I will say this: Giannis has gotten much more political, and I don't like that.
I haven't listened to Yanni Long Days. Full disclosure.
I just follow him on Twitter.
Well, that was always the knock on him. That's why I got the nickname was Yanni Long Days.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Was politics would get him down, and that's all he wanted to talk about.
He has mashed the throttle on that.
Yeah. Bill Bird wasn't a fan of it, apparently. But,
Bill Bird.
He was there.
It's a bird.
Boss at All Things Comedy, which we'll never sign to. Fuck you, All Things Comedy.
You know Danish O'Neill's on All Things Comedy?
Yeah, fuck you, Danish and O'Neill. I'm just kidding.
Shots fired.
But
man. History
Hyenas.
I agree with that.
It's a great goddamn
I'm going to
show.
agree with all your picks, guaranteed.
Yeah, well, one of them I don't think you really dove into, but you'll be like, yeah, that's fine.
I know. Is that your number one or
No,
two?
it's my number two.
Okay.
My number one was so obvious to me immediately when this topic was brought up. No question. It's the greatest podcast of all time. All right. My number 4 is History Hyenas, fucking Ladder 14, all that shit.
My number 3 on my Rushmore of dead podcasts is Dharma Junkie. Our friend Justin
Otto
I've never known somebody personally to start a podcast and it be good out of the fucking gate, and then
that's not true.
Okay, name one.
Raylan Nelson. You've told her every time we've ever talked to her.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I've only known 2 people ever to have a podcast out of the gate be fucking like basically perfect.
Yeah.
And he ended up our Jesus Christ. Our buddy Justin Otto, that's the host of Dharma Junkie, got kind of burnt out on it and didn't want to do it. Also kind of going through some personal stuff, understandable. But I think that even with him going through the personal stuff, I think that him talking about it on the show would make it even better.
So
all that stuff.
Personally, I mean, it's as vague as it can be because they don't know him. I don't even really know him, but I am friends with him on Facebook, so I follow. So personal stuff. You mean he was sober for a while,
long time,
years, sure. Years. And the thing about the podcast is it was Dharma Junkie. It was basically an exploration of psychedelics and how they affect the human brain and how it's affected you. And it was not just that, but it was talking to guests about their experience and travel throughout like growth.
The way he would pitch it is it was about the psychedelic exploration, recovery, and like Buddhism.
Yes,
which sounds kind of fucking boring.
Yeah,
but
it's not.
He's
good.
A really fucking good interviewer. So he asked like actual interesting questions and made the fucking show good. Because I'm not into all that shit. I understand other people are.
Yeah.
I'm fucking not. But even me not being into it, he made me want to fucking listen to every episode.
And as far as I know, what I followed is he went through a relapse not long ago.
Yeah.
Seeked help, which you should do. I believe he's in inpatient rehab right now.
Yeah.
I think that is the truth. And I also feel like I saw him say, I don't know if I'm speaking out of school because I don't know the guy, but I feel like I saw him say that he plans on bringing the podcast back after.
Hell yeah.
So I think Dharma Junkie is going to come back and he is going to go through rehab. And I think that would help him most likely, talking to other fucking people about it.
Well, not even like, not saying like fuck him, but like fuck him. I think it would help a shit ton of other people too.
Yeah, that's the point.
To have
that's
somebody
what I'm saying.
going through it right then.
I mean, I know it's way more serious than the fucking podcast, and you're getting actual help for your life, but you're also getting material. I've thought about doing a bunch of coke and just going to rehab so we can talk about it on the show.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm into it. I'd John Mulaney this motherfucker.
Let me borrow some. But and to have somebody talk about it, because most people talk about that kind of shit with a few years, between it,
Sure.
To kind of talk about it in real time, I think would be very helpful.
I think it would be cool. They should have given him a microphone in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They didn't.
Yeah, they didn't.
But I think he's there now. Anyways, Dharma Junkie. That's a really good one. DHARMA.
Spelled
Junkie.
weird.
Spell that shit out.
Thomas, what's your number 3 on your
I.e.
Rushmore
not a Y.
dead casts?
Mine? You want mine? My number 3? My number 3 is going to be, it's a great one. It's a great one, cocksucker. Church of What's Happening Now. I know he's doing Uncle Joey's Joint. This is Joey Diaz podcast for years. He's doing Uncle Joey's Joint. Lee's got his own podcast. Shout out Lee Syat. Losing all the goddamn weight. You know his brother's a personal trainer and everything that. And he's training them, and he's losing like tens and tens of pounds every week.
Hope so.
Yeah. Well,
whenever I saw the picture of him at like 450 or whatever the fuck he was,
yeah.
I have never seen a more disgusting human.
Yeah, well, he's getting the shit together. I think he's doing a podcast about losing weight right now. I think that's the thing. Anyways, Joey, Uncle Joey, Joey Diaz, one of the great. So that was one of those things where for a long time it was like guest dependent for me, and I pick and choose. And then it got to where I was just listening to it all the fucking time. And then that's one of those podcasts where I could not listen to it for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then spend days just catching up on it. Like, I would enjoy knowing that I had a catalog to fucking catch out to. I'd walk my fucking neighborhood and just listen to Joey Diaz for hours. Just listen to the fucking Church of What's Happening Now.
Yeah.
It's a great show. What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
You just cut the light on. Now you're giggling. That's really weird. You okay?
Yeah. No, it was a good
did I
show.
even tell them that we took drugs earlier? I think
don't
you
know.
said tell them about it, and I didn't do it.
Probably not.
All right.
No, to me,
This is our first podcast on real mushrooms.
yeah, I feel like he kind of, I don't know, like towards the end, I feel like I'd already heard everything. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, he is a fucking bottomless pit of fucking stories and
Sure.
everything. But I kind of got burned out on it.
Yeah.
But I would do the same thing that you were talking about, where like kind of rediscover it one day and then go on a fucking binge.
Yeah, and I would eat that shit.
I'll still
I loved
do
it.
that.
Because I would do that. I would get burned out on it, and then, but I mean, I don't know. He's so good. He's one of the best guests on Honeydew on Ron Sickler.
Yeah.
You could listen to Joey Diaz because it's like he's retelling the story in a different way. All the stories you already know of why he got arrested and his coming up and all that shit, but he's telling it in a different way to Ryan Sickler because Ryan asked so many goddamn good questions.
Oh yeah.
That it just, you get more out of it than you ever expected. So I fucking love listening to that.
Like
dude
he's
talk.
one of those people that
There's no way it's bullshit. When you hear him say so many things
yeah.
so many times, you're like, there's no way he remembered that detail from a story he made up 7 years
he's
ago high as fuck on a
autistic as
podcast.
shit.
Yeah, he's very artistic. He's one of my favorite artists.
yeah, he's one of those people where like you hear the life story, it's like, oh, that's a lie. Like there's no way that happened.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
if I hadn't heard the same story with
Yeah.
the same fucking sequence of events so many times, I'd be like, oh, he's bullshit.
But we know people like that in real life. Like there's people who have just retarded
that shouldn't have
lives.
happened. Yeah.
Because we also know people that are like NPCs that like barely exist.
Non-playable characters?
Yeah.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I thought you were making it. I was making a joke.
No. But we know
We
people
know
like
people that are non-playable
that.
characters.
100%.
Okay.
There's so many people
All right.
that just exist, and you know them, and they go to work.
Yeah, they're just around.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, they'll be there that night. At
And
that
then
time.
there's those few people that are like, Jesus Christ, you were in the Air Force and you
yeah. How'd you have
sucked,
time for this?
a fish's dick or something.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
You
get
can't
it.
do that.
Yeah.
Depends on the fish, but you can't.
Underwater,
do
you can't.
that. It
for
depends
sure.
on the fish.
Yeah, have you ever gotten a blowjob?
You can't. You can't suck a brim dick. It's impossible.
True. Have you ever gotten a blowjob underwater?
Yes,
Yeah, me too.
I've also given one
Why?
underwater.
That's what I was.
All right.
I have. If I ever suck a dick,
Yeah.
just out of curiosity,
Yeah, it's not gay in the sea.
I want to do it underwater because I want to know how you even fucking
How do you breathe?
that.
It's possible. I can tell you that.
It is
I've had
possible.
a lengthy one underwater to where I'm like, this shouldn't be happening. Like this doesn't make
too.
a lot of sense.
I also feel like I feel like everybody has had that happen.
Yeah.
I've asked
Coming
that-
underwater doesn't feel great.
Oh no.
Yeah, it
Oh,
burns. a little bit.
sex in a pool,
Especially like
is
salt. If it's salted,
the worst.
what are we doing? Oh yeah, so in water in general, it's dumb.
Oh,
in
yeah,
a
in the
shower,
shower. Oh,
it's
it's
what
so
a waste
bad.
of goddamn time. Like it seems like a
It's-
sexy thing to do. What a
Go
waste
do
of
it
time.
once.
Yeah, what
go
do
do it once for the novelty.
experience it.
But
The angles are bad.
Oh.
It doesn't feel. It's just not.
nothing
it's
good
not
about it.
Yeah, there's nothing good.
now the
about
one time, there was one time where it was pretty sick
it. Sure,
because this girl had a.
depends on the shower too.
I'll argue that. I don't think it depends on
I
the
think.
shower.
Well, I mean, some showers have benches. Some showers have ledges. Some we
I
got
don't
we got
think
poles in there. We got shit to hang on.
I think
to.
the water negates any sort of structure to fuck on.
Oh yeah, it's still bad,
Yeah.
but I'm saying it could be better with the right
guess.
resources.
Yeah, I guess you could
At least
you
positioning wise.
You could be on fire while drinking a beer.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's a
exactly.
little bit better.
Yeah, you get it.
But I did fuck a chick who had a extremely heavy period
Okay,
in the shower.
that's different because you're supplying your own self-made lube.
true.
Yeah.
And while we were fucking, did you break the chair?
I think so.
I was literally splattering blood all over the walls
Oh, that's
while we were
pretty cool.
fucking. And it
American
was
Psycho.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Yeah.
I will say that. Like that was I would say that's my favorite shower sex.
Yeah, you're the Christian Bale of
all time,
fucking.
for sure.
Right then.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm into that. What's your number 3?
My number 2 on my Rushmore of
What was your 3?
Dharma Junkie.
Okay. Yeah, number 2.
My number 2 is Boner City, USA.
Is that
I know the theme song's probably playing in your head right now.
Is that Brendan Walsh?
No. He had Boner Junkie. No, what was it? Boner
Town.
Damn. This is so disrespectful for Brendan Walsh. It was Boner something for sure. Boner Jam. Damn. Well, that's another one, though. Boner Time. What was it? Boner Clock.
Okay.
No.
No?
Boner...
Boneyard. Bone Zone.
Bone Zone.
That's it.
Bone Zone. That's what it was. Yeah, Bone Zone. Okay, that's an audible mention for sure. That
What
was
the fuck?
That was a very funny one.
All right.
What's going on, Thomas?
I typed in a GIF
Yeah.
and I typed in nap
Yeah.
and it was Elmo, like a baby Elmo sitting on a toilet, and the GIF just in all capital letters says, "I can't stop shitting." Instead of nap.
All right, that's very funny. I thought it was going to be... I don't know why the Israel-Palestine...
What's going on with them?
I don't know.
Israel Palestine, that's the new middleweight in glory.
Yeah. The jokes about that are hitting me real hard
Yeah?
lately. I don't
Like
know
good or
why.
bad?
Oh, like good.
Like they're
jokes.
funny?
Yeah, oh, they're very funny.
Okay.
yes.
So you know Jesselnick's mom lives over there. And Jeremiah tried to fight her. Jeremiah, what's his last name? Watkins?
Boner City, USA.
Boneyard.
Ryan O'Neal.
Bone Zone.
Yes. Ryan O'Neal.
Oh. Okay.
Jeff Dennis.
Daniel O'Neill.
Yeah. Who else?
If I had to guess,
Yeah.
Eliza Schlesinger.
No.
I have no idea.
Andrew DeWitt.
Angie DeWitt. But that's what's it called?
Oh,
isn't it?
and-
That's Beach Cops, isn't it?
And?
I would say if I had to guess,
Yeah.
Eleanor Kerrigan.
No, it's close.
7 Up Cake. Earl Skakel. Who are other Danish O'Neill people?
Dan Bilak.
John Jones.
Who is obviously the one that you don't know because he was excommunicated.
Good.
'Cause he's a piece of shit. Also gay.
But what
A lot of
happened?
people don't know
Oh, well, that's worse, huh? What happened with Beach Cops? Isn't that the same people?
Yeah. With well, there's Zerk.
Now, is the beach in Boner City?
there's Zerk Supper,
Okay.
who is deceased,
Sure.
no
Rest in
longer
peace.
with the podcast. He was an original member of the Beach Cops.
Okay.
What do you want to know about Beach Cops?
No, I'm saying, isn't that the same people? What's the difference between Boner City and Beach Cops of the same 3 guys?
Yeah,
All right.
I don't understand the question.
You're saying you missed them podcasting together, but they have
Yeah,
one.
Boner City. Yeah.
So it's just a different concept, same people.
No, it's the same concept. It's just. Same
So why do you
concept.
miss it? If you still have it, they just changed the name.
It's a good name.
Okay.
It's a good name.
It's better than Beach Cops?
Arguably, yeah.
Boner City?
Boner City, USA.
Yeah, that's pretty good,
That's pretty
I
good.
guess.
Boner City, USA, where everybody tells you to put your boner away.
My number 2 is Tell Your Mama, Tell Your Friends, The Prince and the Wolf, Josh Wolf,
Oh, they don't do that anymore?
Freddie Prinze Jr. No,
Fuck Josh Wolf.
they haven't done it since COVID. So-
Out.
Yeah,
Out.
well, to be fair,
Out.
it was your fault.
That's not my fault.
You offended him.
That's not my fucking fault.
All
man.
right.
Fuck him.
It's your fault, but
Hey,
it's
people. Have I ever talked about this?
no, because you have sent him a long apology. You cut a whole video apologizing to him about how it was your fault. So I'm confused on your take of it right now.
Oh, you don't know? Oh, okay.
No, because I mean, I understand what happened.
Yeah,
it was your fault, but it was done innocently.
Okay.
It was something you did wrong.
For real, we haven't talked about this?
We have not talked about it.
Tell them what happened.
So what happened was we had Josh Wolf on. He was cool.
That's not what happened.
I'm not done. This is the beginning of the story. This is why we know who he is, and he knows who we are. Right, we had Josh Wolf on. Now he rescheduled 2 or 3 times.
No, that's
go
not
take
part
a piss,
of it.
man.
That's not part of it.
I'm building the story.
Okay,
this is the beginning. Go take a piss.
These are
by the time
unnecessary
you get
details,
back,
though.
I'm gonna be done.
Okay,
these are
unnecessary.
very necessary.
I don't think so.
These are necessary because he knows who you are.
The rescheduling stuff plays no
super
part.
Oh, it plays part
In my
it does
distaste.
Go pee.
Okay.
And whether it does or not, it's still part of the story.
Actually, my name is P. Go.
Go
get
pee.
It?
Yeah, P. Going. Yeah, I get it. Well, P. Go into the bathroom and
Jokes,
pee.
bitch.
So you can get back and add to the story. So I'm not just talking. So, anyways, we had Josh Wolf on. He rescheduled several times to the point where we were like, we're just not going to have him anymore. And then he gave us a very sincere apology. He came back on. We talked to him. It was good. It was fun. Same day we talked to Jeff Dye, who ended up becoming one of our best friends. And educated us on mascots. Doesn't matter. We had him Budget Meals with Josh Wolf. Go listen to it last year. It was a good podcast. We had him on, and then later on, now this has been a little while, he does this thing called High Live, which he's done with our friend Raylan Nelson a few times. He does this thing called High Live on Mondays on Facebook, right? And he just gets real fucking high and he talks to people. And sometimes he brings people on to the stream to talk to him. Well, Pepper was on there in the comments. He brought Pepper on to talk to him. Pepper's in the bath, being a silly goose, playing with bubbles and stuff. And Pepper shouted out purespectrumcbd.com, promo code Rushmore, which you need to check out right now. Rushmore 10 actually is the promo code now. But he shouted them out. He did not know till way later, like months later, maybe a month later, 3 weeks later, something like that. That live stream, specifically that live stream, was sponsored by Josh Wolf's CBD sponsorship, and not Josh,
a bad company, probably.
Yeah, not Josh, but the CBD company sent Josh like a formal.
The CBD company is called Gay Shitty Doesn't Work CBD.
They sent Josh like a formal complaint. Why did one of your people promote another CBD company on the live stream that we were sponsoring? So we tagged Josh in something later on, 3 or 4 weeks later, or tagged him in a comment or something like that. And he sends me a message, not Pepper, not the Rushmore page. He sends me a message specifically saying, hey, Pepper was on my live stream a few weeks ago. He shouted out one of your sponsors that was conflicting with ours. My sponsor got really upset. It seemed underhanded and unprofessional, and I don't feel very comfortable promoting y'all stuff or sharing this tweet or something like that because it seemed like he was trying to get over on me on the live stream. Now, if you knew, which of course you didn't, that it was sponsored by some shitty CBD company
still would have done it.
No, you wouldn't have.
Because fuck.
That was not Pure Spectrum. If you knew that it would have upset him, if you knew that it would have upset them, because it didn't upset him. What upset him was they were like, we're not going to pay you if that happens again. That's what upset him.
Yeah.
Sure. That's perfectly fine. But he should have been able to see
yes.
That obviously it was innocent. Obviously it was done as a joke. All those things. I totally understand. Now, he reached out to me. I put y'all in touch. I told you.
But here's the other thing.
You cut a video apologizing to him fully, taking full responsibility.
Before that.
Okay.
Such a gay thing to do. To reach out to somebody and be like, hey, seemed very underhanded, seemed to, all this other shit. It's like, no, bitch. Okay. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Obviously, no. Shut the fuck up, because he did say, it seemed underhanded, and it seemed like I was, it was dirty in some way.
It seemed like you were trying to get over on him.
He said, I think he used the word backwards or something like that, which I do not fucking like.
Okay.
So it was a very gay and shitty thing to even bring up.
Okay.
He should have. This is how I would have dealt with that exact same situation. I would have told the sponsor, listen, that was just one of my people making jokes, Can
I tell you the phrases he actually used? I have the message here. Sure. I'm not going to read the message.
All right, let's go.
But I'll tell you the phrases he used. Felt super sneaky.
I hate that.
Okay. Made my sponsor so fucking mad. He
Fact.
could have just reached out. But there's nothing to reach out for because you're making a joke in the moment. So it's not like a planned thing.
He should have apologized for what I said to his sponsor, and then that should have been fucking it.
Was bad form, in my opinion. No hard feelings.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
on.
Shut the fuck up.
Hold
You
on.
sent an entire goddamn message, no fucking bad fucking feelings. Go fuck yourself, you fucking stupid fucking
Hey, by the way-
wannabe dog bitch.
By the way,
wolf.
I love Josh Wolf, by the way, for the record.
Play the fucking video. Play the fucking video. Play the
Anyways,
fucking video I said.
Hold on.
Play the fucking video I said.
Relax.
Don't even
It
tell him about
says,
the fucking video.
No hard feelings. Not bad mouthing you guys to other people or any shit like that. It just left a bad taste in my mouth. I am happy to send.
Oh, fuck your mouth.
I am happy to send that to him. Just don't remember his Twitter handle.
Okay.
So he sent it to me. I said it's Peppercut Grass. Peppercut's Grass is his handle.
Retarded.
Which is a very silly thing to send to another adult human.
Play the video. But don't intro the video. Just play the video.
Okay. You realize you contradicted yourself completely.
No.
Okay. Hold on. All right. Because your video is the opposite of your energy right now.
Thomas, I'll get to
Pepper
it.
from Rushmore Podcast. Thomas called me last night and told me that I'd done fucked up. The whole thing where I gave the promo code out on your live stream.
Listen to how
Obviously,
genuine
that
I
was
am in this
100%
video.
my fault. There wasn't anything sneaky or weird about it. I just thought it was a joke. I didn't think anything of it at the time. But looking back after what he told me about the sponsor and everything, I totally get it. And that was a real dickhead move on my part. Shouldn't have done it. I was talking to him. We've basically been in the entertainment industry for like
Air quotes.
a year, and we're still fucking up and trying to figure out how to do shit correctly. But 100% my bad. I profusely apologize for any bullshit that I put you through. Apologize to your sponsors and everything. If there's anything we can do to, make it better, fucking let me know. And love you, miss you, and definitely won't happen again. I'm not going to go on other people's fucking live streams and drop promo codes. But, all right, man, hope you're having a fucking good one, and hope to see you soon.
And to that, I got a K thanks. And to that, I got a K thanks. A K thanks. Go fuck yourself, Josh Wolf.
You got that from him?
A K thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't get that from him, Thomas. I got that from you.
Huh?
I got that from him through you. He never responded to anything that I said.
It looks to me like he didn't respond to me at all.
Yeah.
He did respond. All good here, my friend. You guys staying safe and sane.
Okay.
He says.
You told me that we got a...
I don't remember that. Maybe he sent that through the Rushmore page?
I don't know.
Because that's not through mine.
But anyways, fuck him.
No, I know where he
You're
sent that.
being a bitch about a situation that isn't a fucking
See,
big
it seems
deal.
like you took full accountability, apologized, and it was
There
all good.
is-
I didn't know
that
you were
is-
holding this resentment.
That is the best apology that anybody has ever given for anything.
Yeah?
I am the gold medal winner in apologies. That was
Okay.
an excellent apology.
Yeah,
Nothing.
that
It
was-
was flawless.
It was okay.
It was flawless.
Yeah?
You know how many takes that took?
No.
I literally wrote a script. Not like a full script, but I wrote like bullet points on what to hit in the apology. Because I'd never done a fucking apology before. So
Right.
I wanted to make sure I knocked it out of the park. I prepared for like an hour to do that fucking apology.
Okay, what he said, so on Facebook is where he responded with what
I
you're
don't
talking
care.
about.
I don't care.
Got it?
Listen.
I appreciate that.
That's what it is.
That's what he said.
Got it. It
I
wasn't a
appreciate
K
that.
thanks. It was a got it, which is even more of a dickhead.
No, because I don't think he was saying got it like, got it. I get his fucking point. I think it was like, I got the video because we sent it to him on multiple platforms. So he's like, got it, got the video. I appreciate that, is what he said. So his actual response to the video is, I appreciate that.
I like
How
the
are you
world.
guys doing?
I am living in the world
Yeah.
where
You're playing a victim here. I don't like it.
fuck Josh Wolf.
All right, but you did
I am
it.
a fucking victim.
No. You did the thing.
I didn't do anything.
You did the thing.
what did I do?
Innocently, unknowingly.
Yeah.
He called you out on it. You were like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty fucking
And then
stupid."
I went
but I didn't know. Then you
above and
apologized.
beyond.
Yes, and then he said, "I appreciate it. How are y'all doing?" And that was the end of it.
No. Fuck him.
No, you're not acknowledging that
Nope,
last
out.
part. You're just like, "No, dead to me. Should have never
Nope,
called
dead
me
to
out."
me.
All right,
Yeah.
Well, I love Josh Wolf.
I mean, now that
I'm a fan.
Now
I'm
that you
into
explain it like that, it makes me look like a dickhead.
Yeah, you're
But no,
like an
fuck you.
asshole.
I'm already fucking
You're like
mad.
you're holding this fucking vendetta.
There's nothing you can say to me
It's
that's
invisible.
gonna make
Anyways,
me not
I wish
mad.
Josh Wolf and Freddie Prinze.
Josh
I wish
Wolf-
Josh Wolf and Freddie Prinze Jr. talked to each other for an hour every week again because I really missed that podcast and it was a really good podcast and I like hearing Freddie Prinze Jr.
He's
talk a
trying
lot.
to steamroll me now.
I like that
like
Freddie
all
Prinze
this
Jr. talked
negative.
about wrestling a bunch and I liked it a lot. And I was a fan.
My number one
Yeah,
on my Rushmore of dead podcasts
love you,
is
Josh Wolf.
the Joe Rogan Experience. It's dead.
Oh yeah, it's dead as fuck. It's dead.
It's
I
dead.
haven't lit, dude.
I can't listen.
When I tell you this is not an exaggeration,
Listen.
and we've talked about this on the show, it is not an exaggeration. Since he moved to Spotify, which is what, September, some shit like that,
The worst.
long time ago,
Yeah.
almost a year at this point.
Here's the
No.
go-
I
yeah,
have not. This is he's had Chris Stefano, love him, Andrew Santino, Tony Hinchcliffe, whatever,
Huge.
Undertaker,
Huge.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Used to love his guest appearances. It's been a
Rapey,
long time.
I guess.
Okay, well,
That's what I heard.
I don't believe in that.
Maybe. I think he seems
Elon
a
Musk.
little- He seems autistic.
Listen.
More autistic than Ray.
Listen to me.
Sorry.
All smart people aren't artistic. It's a fucking fact. All these people
Yeah.
he's had on that I would listen to the day they dropped, whenever
you
it was on a
can't.
normal platform. No,
you just
when I
can't.
tell you, this is not an exaggeration. I have not listened to a second of the Joe
Understand
Rogan
that.
Experience
It's
on
because you
Spotify
can't.
since
You
it moved
want
over.
to, but you can't.
Well, even want to. Now the want to's gone. So it popped
yeah.
up today. Neil deGrasse Tyson was a guest. And I'm like, oh, a year ago, I'd be listening to that right now sitting on my couch eating fucking Cheetos.
But you can't.
But instead, I just swiped out of it.
It's a bad app.
I can't do it. Spotify for podcast. Hey, if you're listening to this on Spotify right now, what are you doing?
Go-
Get a goddamn podcast app. How annoying are we that you're listening to this on fucking Spotify?
Question: does Amazon Music have podcasts?
Yes.
They actually do.
Yeah, and audiobooks. They're partnered with Audible, another sponsor of ours.
Guarantee you
Yeah.
that is about 1,000 times. And this is not a.
It's got to be better than Spotify.
This is not an ad.
Has to be.
I just know that we do have a promo code or whatever
Yes,
now.
Spotify's the
the only
goddamn
reason.
worst.
No,
My number one
Yeah.
is the greatest podcast run in podcast history.
Yeah.
2000 whatever till 2000
And we're
whatever.
gonna say it at the same time.
on 7
Okay.
10-minute podcast.
That's what I knew. I knew that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the greatest podcast of all time. So it got really
The
stupid.
rapist.
When
Brian Callen,
Will replaced Brian Callen and Chris
The-
D'Elia with the two wrestling producers, don't listen to that.
pedophile
Don't listen to
Crystalia,
that. Yeah.
and then just innocent ass Will Sass.
Well, yeah, Canadian Will Sasso. Dude, it's so good. I mean, I just first, I would say 300
I
episodes.
do like how
is the
uncomfortable you
perfect
get
show.
when I talk shit about people we know, like that.
I don't know Chris D'Elia.
That. Yeah.
I don't. I've never met him.
Yeah. I know.
I thought about getting him on the show.
I said something about the other guy too.
Brian,
Yeah. You got very comfortable.
what'd you call him?
He also got uncomfortable when I was talking about Josh Wolf. You went.
No,
you
that didn't
went
make me uncomfortable.
Very hard on Josh.
I was very. It weirded me out that a few months ago when that happened,
Yeah.
you were so apologetic about Josh, but then now when we're recording, you're like very defensive about fuck him, kill him.
No, dude. I've been on fuck Josh Wolf ever since I got that response.
It's weird because you weren't like that to him. That's what was strange to me.
Oh yeah, because he's dead to me, Thomas.
Okay.
Do you speak to dead people?
No, I mean
Thomas?
you spoke to him. You spoke to him very politely and apologetically.
in the apology.
Okay, yeah,
That's
yeah.
not what I'm mad about.
All right.
I get that.
All right.
It was the response to the
That you thought was
apology.
K. Thanks, but it wasn't. So now
was
that you
worse.
know, so no,
It was got it.
It was no. Got the video. I appreciate
He
that.
didn't say got the video.
But that's what he meant because he had seen it on
You don't
several
know that.
platforms. Got
he
it.
said got it.
I appreciate that. How are you guys holding up? Are y'all staying safe and sane? It was I appreciate the video.
In my
May
in
I
my
check
head.
on you people?
Who cares? Anyways,
That's what he said.
What's your
What a
10
nice
minute
guy,
pod?
you know?
10-minute pod sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Everybody's
you know
great.
you know that it doesn't.
Sucks.
You know that it doesn't.
No, it's good. It's
Yeah, it's
it's,
the
the pinnacle of all three of their
Yes,
careers.
it is the greatest
probably.
podcast run. If we're talking a 2 to 3 year run, it's the greatest podcast run in the history of recording.
Yeah.
But no, it is the highlight of what Brian Callen, Chris D'Elia, and Will Sasso are capable of. It is their full potential.
I'll listen to it one day.
The full you've heard it.
No,
You've heard the podcast for
No.
sure.
I've told you that I have.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say I know you haven't heard like the catalog. You haven't listened through.
I've never listened to an
Oh,
episode.
my-
I've told you that I have listened to an episode, so you
you
would
have.
shut the fuck up about it.
Okay, dude. All right. Well, if
I've
you
never
want to
listened.
lose yourself for months, that's the one. Hey, fucking Richard. Hey, Jeff. This podcast is better than Beach Cops.
Oh, okay. I don't. All right. I don't think so. Well, we'll see.
Did you already give your number one?
Yeah, it was Joe Rogan Experience.
Give me your final thoughts on Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. So